Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. So happy to have you here. A couple of notices before I start. Firstly, I've just passed 200 subscribers, which it may not sound loads, but I'm really happy with that. And thank you to everybody who subscribed. And of course, you can still subscribe. So if you haven't, you can do that. But this week, I have a confession to make. I have sent a solicited dick pic. Now the key word in there, of course, is solicited. This time last week I saw a tweet because obviously being a sex education YouTuber, I am subscribed to a bunch of people that talk about sex education and sex things in general. And one person retweeted somebody else who was making an app, an algorithm that will detect pictures of penises sent through your direct messages. They were developing it for Twitter, and what they asked was in a tweet to direct message a account which had been specifically set up for this, pictures of your penis, for people with penises to send a picture to this account, direct message, and it was basically a big test to make sure the software, the algorithm they have written, was working as intended. So, for the first time in my life, I sent a dick pic. Now, I would like to point out that firstly, I knew, because I'd already had a look to see what the point of this was, that this was a solicited thing. They were asking for it. They absolutely wanted a picture of my penis, well, not necessarily mine, but people's penises, people who have penises, a picture of their penises in this inbox, which is the only reason why you should ever send a dick pic, if somebody actually asks for it. And secondly, I also knew that if the software worked, that nobody would see it. No human would see it other than me, because of course I've sent the picture, but shockingly I've seen my own penis before, so that's not a problem. And with my professional job being a web developer, obviously something I was quite interested in. So hopefully at some point they will either release the code open source so I can have a look, or if they don't do that, they will release the product so that, I don't need it. I don't think I've ever been sent a dick pic, or if I have, they've got it completely wrong. They've not targeted the right person there, have they? But I hope they're able to roll out this technology either with Twitter. Maybe Twitter will buy it off them, or they can roll it out in some other way. Now, a couple of days later, at the weekend, there was an article on the BBC website about this, and it says in the article that so far testing has gone very well indeed, and only one penis has come through and not been blocked. And that is what they term a caged penis. It was basically had something over it, so it was camouflaged. But also in that article, I read that it's taken them a couple of days to write this code, which makes you think, why haven't Twitter or Facebook or WhatsApp or whoever, why haven't they gone away and written this code? Because it seems pretty successful, and you'd have expected those big tech companies to have the resources to have done this. Now, I'm not saying it's easy, and perhaps they would think that if it's not even 99% coverage, then it's not a great feature, and even people would start sending them more liberally, potentially, if they thought that there's a very small chance of it actually getting through. And maybe they don't want to be sued, I don't know. There's loads of reasons which I can think of, although they're not very good ones. I still don't know why you wouldn't have this technology available. What usually is the argument of this is censorship. So why should Twitter or Facebook be the gatekeepers of content on their platform? Because they don't want to be a publisher. So you might know at the moment tech firms aren't in a position where they're considered publishers, because obviously the people who are uploading content should be responsible for it, rather than necessarily the social media platforms. And I kind of get that, and they don't want to be in that situation. So maybe that's the reason. But there's definitely algorithms and things which stop posts being made at the moment for, you know, illegal and highly offensive things. And although sending dick pics isn't actually illegal in a lot of places, I think in the United States it isn't at the moment. Maybe in a few states. I'm sure the comments can correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not going to look this up now, but if it is, leave that in the comments and I'll correct that maybe myself a bit later. But let's assume that it isn't at the moment. So therefore, is it really up to Facebook and Twitter to stop this kind of thing? Well, I actually think it is. I don't think it would interfere with their publishing. You know, it wouldn't make them a publisher if they had algorithms to stop it. Because, you know, they have algorithms to stop other things. So back to that Twitter account. I don't think they are accepting applications at the moment as I'm recording this, but I'm pretty sure that they'll go back into testing very soon. So I shall leave a link to the account that was promoting this. So there's an account which you send the pictures to, and another account that was from one of the people who was testing it, basically, promoting it. So I'll leave links to that. And I'll leave a link to the article as well from the BBC, just below, in the description, that is, in the doobly-doo. So, you know, if you are so inclined and you have the equipment to do so, then you might also want to try and test this out. And maybe that's the first time you'll ever send a dick pic as well, which, and if you're going to send them, it might as well be for science. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. You can do that just down below, and so you can subscribe, because I make videos more or less every single week on sex education topics, and click the bell so that you're notified when I next upload. So thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye bye.